Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. Myself Bala here. I welcome you all to my channel. And this session, I'm just going to create one charting scanner. So EMA crossover. It is one of my premium group member who are requested to create the scanner. What moving average which I am going to use it in this particular thing is 20 and 40 moving average. So let me try to create with a simple logic. First we need to add 20 and 40 EMA. So let me set this is a 20 EMA, 20 EMA, which is color which we can give in a green. Okay, so another EMA which is 40. So how we are going to find out this in a charting scanner? So red color which I mentioned, that is a 40 EMA. Okay, so these are all the two EMA crossover. It is a very simple, but I'm just going to give you one more important scanner in this video. Don't skip that. I'm just going to explain, but this I'm going to create in this step like charting scanner is giving you a lot of opportunities to find out the stocks which forming such a pattern. So that required clear conditions. Once you have a clear condition, you can easily find out those stocks with this particular tool. Okay, I'm just using a future stock. So EMA, simply I'm just crossing over. It's about a single line. So EMA daily. So be daily based. EMA which I'm taken. The close is 20. This is crossed above. EMA exponential 40. So let me try in a daily time frame. Any future stocks like Nifty also crossed SIPLA. So let me try for SIPLA. So whether it is crossed today, it is not showing you 20 EMA, which is crossed about. This is about hourly time. So let me change it daily. So where exactly you can see. So sometimes that merger of this particular moving average, you should check what is the value of this moving average in the right side. So where you can see that green. So this green is about a faster moving average. So that is what a 20, and that 40 is a slow moving average. That is about 40. So here exactly in the daily time frame which is crossed here, and you can in the right side you can look at this the value of that EMA. It is 1466.26, 1465.20 is a 40, and it is an exactly crossed over, and the closing of the candle only we get a clear confirmation. Okay, in a daily time frame at EOD basis whether it is crossed or not we will be finding out. And previous day's candle, it is there is a gap between this two moving average and this candle, it is crossed, and today's scenario it has crossed the level. But if you are using 30 minutes time frame, he was asking about a 30 minutes time frame. So let me change that in a 30 minutes time frame. So wherever daily you to change it on 30 minutes. Once it is changed on the 30 minutes, this simple line will help you to find out those stock which is giving you crossover. So like a Go Forge, that is what happening on a last candle, that is last 30 minutes candle at the day end. So where you can see in this particular candle the values where we can plot it in the right time. So this candle only it is closed, but this candle it is merged over means it doesn't give you the clear here you can see when you keep on the cursor on the particular candle, where you can see left side the value of the EMA. So the faster one is 6401.53, and the slower one is 6403. So in this case the red is higher than the green. So here you can see the values here, while I'm just keeping the cursor on that particular candle, exactly 600. And next candle 625 is the faster one, and slower one is the 650. So at end of the candle only you will be getting clear confirmation about the crossovers of EMA. So maybe at what time frame which you are used at that closing particular time frame, then only you can fix it out. Same like that you can just crossed below. So this too will help you to find out what are the stocks which forming a crossover Crompton Greaves. So where you can see exactly this candle only, and previous candle where you can see that EMA value is 335.09 and 335.01. So mostly faster moving average which I have to keep in a first, and the slower moving average we to keep in a second, then it will be working on any other conditions. Okay, so this is what a simple scanner. So I'm not going to create this scanner to find out, but I'm just going to create a one custom scanner which is helping you to find out some there is a rejection or bounce back at the EMA levels. So let me try to do that. I hope you understood this step. It is a very, very simple step. If you follow this step, you can also create that particular scanner. And if you want to access my premium scanners, that is mostly we used custom indicator to develop that scanner, and that links of the direct scanners links which is available on our premium group. So you can also use that particular scanners, and you can also have the rights to modify and copy edit all the things is available with that particular scanner in the Telegram group. So if you want to more detail about our premium Telegram channel, just ping me a WhatsApp on the number which shown on the video, and to get more detail how to join our premium group. Okay, so let me try to create a one more scanner. This scanner you will be identifying. So maybe let's try to find some different logic with this custom scanner. So what is the gap between this moving average, two moving average? Around 0.3 percentage, where you can see exactly. So let me try for some other stocks. Let me say previous one. So where we can look at this, it is a downtrend. This is a downtrend. Okay, because I'm just finding a downtrend. It's exactly the faster moving averages is less than the slower moving average. That is 20 is less than the 40. So what should be the gap between these two moving averages? So almost 4%. So if there is a gap between these two moving averages more, it could not be change over, or it could not be cross over very immediately. So where you can see there is a gap, it can't cross over immediately. So that should be a idea where we can find out a rejection patterns. So the gap should be very big. So that simply tells us it will not immediately cross over. Means if until it is not crossed over, we may be assuming that the trend would be a down. So when that any stocks which triggers are retraced to that particular upper level, upper EMA, so maybe some rejection that would be happened. So how do we find out this? That is what an important in this video which we are going to discuss with that. Okay, I hope you understood this was a very simple scanner which you can easily create it. But we are comparing two moving averages, and there is a gap between that two moving averages is very difficult in charting, because only two variables which we can compare. So if you want to comparing multiple variable, so we need a custom scanner, so which we are going to use this custom scanners to find out with this particular pattern. So what I'm just thinking over, so EMA 20 exponential moving average is 20. In this case, I'm just using greater than. So if you are using a greater than means you will be getting a lot of stocks. Okay. So for example, I'll let you know. Okay. Example, EMA, and I'm talking about daily basis. So it means you will be finding a lot of crossover means that particular day where it is crossed, that would be available. But if it is greater than means many stocks would be there. Why? Because of it is already ICICI will be there in the list, and let me take where you can see it is about a greater than, where you can look at this. This is what my exact point where I'm just going to create the scanner. This moving average crossed over on daily time frame. That means EMA 20 should be greater than EMA 40. So maybe a bullish. Okay, after the market is moving, some point of the time at correction, the immediately market came to that particular level of lower band, but you can look at the gap between upper and the lower. That means two moving average is slightly higher. So that may be a chances immediately the changeover would not be possible. So maybe that lower moving average act as a support level for that particular stock, and this is the thing which I'm going to try to find out with the scanner. So let me try with this, which you are initially looking for, that EMA ideally greater than the 20, greater than the 40 with the time 20 and 40 and daily time frame. Okay, so EMA gap. So the gap between these two must be greater than 1%. number 1. So let me try. So what is that? We have almost 107 stocks which is filtered, that was 20 EMA greater than 40. So using this EMA gap, if you are trying to find, there is no stocks. Okay, that was not working. So number 1.01 is also no stocks. Let me try to check this. Yeah, so now it is working. So EMA gap, daily EMA gap between 20 and 40, that should be 1%. So initially, without this line, so we find almost 107 stocks. So by using this filter, we are filtering out almost 77. So we are reducing number of stocks. So let me try for a 2% gap. How many stocks which is having a 2% gap is a 41 stock. So let me try for 3%. So the gap between moving average is 3%. So only 13 stocks, there is a gap between higher level, higher moving average and lower moving, whatever the moving average it may be. I am taking out 20 and 40. So let me try for any other stock, Adani Energy. Look at this gap where it is from that high and this low, it is almost 3.6%. So what our condition which you are mentioning here in this scanner, 3% gap, more than 3%. So here the gap between the upper moving average and the lower moving average is more than 3%. So this much of stocks. Okay. So let me try the stock which testing the lower level. So instead of this, we can use that 1 day ago, because 1 day ago that gap between the EMA and 20 and 40 should be high, and today in the low of that particular day, the low of the particular day, it must be less than EMA 40. Hope you understood the conditions what I'm just creating with this. Only using the low of that particular day, where you can look at this. These are all the opportunities. Recent opportunities here, 3% gap on SRF on 26.3. So let me try for an SRF 26.3. Maybe this point, where you can see the low is less than the gap. Still the gap is not filled yet, but maybe this is the due to huge drop. But most of the time the market is testing the level. This is what the range where market is down, but still you can't find there is a crossover. That is the main logic. Maybe at this point when it is touches to the level, maybe a bounce back on the same day. That is what is the logic which I'm just trying to find out. So 2839, and then within a 2 days or 3 days it went up to almost 5% from that lower level. But again there is a one more chances of next time it is tested to the level and the bounces back, and finally it is in higher than that level only. But we used the 3% here. We try Manapuram on 12 to 12 to February. This is the point I think. So where still the moving average is not crossed over yet, but this is a bullish scenario which you are creating, and this low, the next day itself it bounces back, and after that it moving, but in this case it moves down. Maybe it works on the scenario for investing kind of things, not for trading. Maybe you can use it on a lower time frame. Okay, that is a gap, but we are using a 3% gap. Let me try for a 2% gap. Many stocks may be finding out. You can see a lot of stocks where it is showing you here. So you can adjust UPL on 1.4, UPL 1.4, 2%, 1.4 April. This is what on 1.4 I think. The low is less than the EMA, and the next day it bounces back from the lower level of 623 next day. When it is came to that lower moving average with the gap between that one, upper and lower moving averages, it is greater than, then it will be going to give you some better opportunity. I'll just go for a 4%, if any 4% stocks, very few. And this point, solar industries 7.4, and 7 4. This is what an opportunity. 7th April, where you can look at the 7th April, 4% gap in the moving averages, and suddenly it came to the level. Whenever it triggers that particular level, you will be getting alert, or you may be getting some um, alert from that scanner, and after that alert, and there is a huge move, but because immediately it never crossed over. And same like that here also, the moving average is in downside. Whenever it touches to the upper moving average, maybe pull that reversal may happen. Here it's a pullback. So that is the logic which you have created with this particular scanner. So you can adjust with the percentage of that gap between the two EME and whatever the EME, but this is the custom indicator. You can't edit it, but you can modify the time. So maybe 15 minutes or 30 minutes, 1 hour. I'm just going to update this on our premium telegram group. So you may be using this one, that will be helping you to find out some good opportunities. So let me check in some other stocks also here. We have a BSE on 28.1, and prior to that, see 27.1. So 2 days BSE 28.1, 27.1 is the point. This may be the point. Sorry, 27.1. Yeah, this is what a 1 day, and the next day, and even you can use it the one more conditions to add it here. Low is less than, the close is greater than. So you should simply copy the line, and the close of that particular candle, it should be greater than if you are using that. So maybe BSE would not be there here on the particular day. So because it is tested to the level and it went back. So that condition which you are using 27.1, it may be there here, not that particular day, because it is closed below the EMA. But this is what a rejection at the lower level. So something which we can add a few more conditions also to make the scanner even better and powerful. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe the channel. I'll be sending you this scanner on my premium group. So those are a member of my group, so you can access and you can copy and edit right also. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching, and keep supporting and subscribing the channel. Thank you.